Stay tuned for a special preview of the Season 3 BATTY Awards.
All aboard the Pacific Princess for the Season 3 Battle of the Network Show's BATTY Awards. At sea, your bartender Isaac will be mixing colored teenies all night, so sit back and laugh at the comedy stylings of Meryl Stubing. Relive the best of the 8 is Enough talent show, lovingly recreated by our crack research team. Groove to a special duet by Michael Knight and Kit, especially if you're German. All this plus new awards categories, the return of favorites like Best Show, Best Episode, and Outstanding Facial Hair, and don't forget the Robert Pine Genius Award. Next. Battle of the Network shows. Join Rick Brooks and Mike Kogel as they explore the TV of the 70s and 80s through hand-picked episodes of their favorite and not-so-favorite series.
We want to skipping ahead to that subgroup.
Yeah, I think that's a good time for it, starting with the... Should we work our way up?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
So, as loyal listeners will know, we have had categories involving hair of some kind, and in the past, and this time we don't just have one; we have 4. So we're going to start with a last-minute category: outstanding eyebrows.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh. Nominees are Tom Snyder from The Tomorrow Show, Norman Fell from Three's Company, Harmon, again, from Medical Center.
Nice.
We should probably know that actor's name again. And Christopher Lloyd from Taxi as Reverend Jim. We can only use what we have here on the sheet. It's
that's right. I mean, we're just reading the cards.
We're out at sea. There's no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's spotty at best.
Right.
We don't want to have any unfortunate controversies by going off, being cowboys, and we're just taking what the blue ribbon panel gave us, and then we can expand on that.
Let's start this.
Okay, so eyebrows. Eyebrows can do many things. Mm-hmm. It's a powerful tool for any performer.
Right.
And these performers in particular use their eyebrows quite well, I think.
Yeah, and we should say it's not just about the hair part of the eyebrow, but the actual... the musculature,
the musculature, activity, the dynamic range of the eyebrow, all those things are in play in this.
Yeah. So Norman Fell, for example, if you just looked at a still of him, you might not think, oh, he's got a pair of eyebrows on him. But we all know that that's a big part of his performance as Mr. Roper.
Certainly true. Yeah. And it's often said that eyebrows are the window to someone's soul. And... that is probably true of all 4 of these people.
Yeah.
The Reverend Jim, just half of his facial expressions involve some kind of...
Yeah. He's got wild eyebrows.
Yeah.
In terms of the hair, but yeah, the expressiveness of his face centers on those eyebrows, I think.
Indeed. What can we say about Tom Snyder? The eyebrows are really an essential part of his persona.
They were, I may have said this on the episode, mesmerizing at times.
Yeah, they were.
Especially when he's talking to economists.
Harmon, again, maybe our most surprising 2-time nominee that we've had in the history of the Baddies. Yeah. But he left an impression. Now, not necessarily enough of an impression that I would give him the Baddie, mind you.
Yeah.
But there's no shame in losing to these other 3 gentlemen.
No.
Norman Fell, the man, he may have lost to Furley at the beginning of the year, but if it was purely on eyebrows, I believe Roper would have won that. I'm just going to say that. I think that's a true statement. That's just my opinion. Right. We'll never know. We can't go back now in time and do it. But what do you think? It's tough. I've got a couple of... I'm leaning towards someone, but I'll let you talk.
Well, I just realized one knock against Christopher Lloyd is he didn't actually appear in the episode of Taxi we talked about.
Well, that is a slight disadvantage for him.
I know we brought him up, but he wasn't in that. I mean, he was only a recurring character at that point.
Now wait a minute. So, under BATTY Awards rules, I mean, if somebody gets into through the nomination process, I mean, should we consider that? Or I mean, I guess we can. And also, we're also dealing with the law of the sea here too. Remember?
We might have to get a ruling from Captain Stubing.
Yes. You know, I think that's an excellent point you make there. Well, that kind of works against him.
Yeah. So I think that leaves us with Tom Snyder and Norman Fell.
It does. Now, wait a minute, just to be clarified, Tom Snyder was in the episode of Tomorrow with Tom Snyder that we watched, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Boy, I mean, Tom, like former nominee Christopher Lloyd, has sort of both aspects of the thing going on, of the criteria. I mean, he's got bushy eyebrows, but also a lot of muscle activity going on there.
Yeah.
You know, they can display shock.
Yes.
He furrows them a little bit, but in a sensitive way sometimes. Puzzlement. And sometimes they're just moving.
Correct. Darting about his face.
Yes. But then Norman Fell, I mean, he says so much with his eyebrow, and the eyes are part of it too, but certainly the lifting of an eyebrows
Yes.
for a joke. No, we didn't really have a situation where he looked at the camera, as he's famous for, but
True.
you know, I feel like in the infamous building shelves conversation, he was expressing a lot with them.
He was, and you know, one of his patented moves is the lifting of the eyebrows while he's making a certain assumption or about Jack.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Roper, I mean, he not necessarily physically gifted with the biggest eyebrows in the world, but his eyebrows have heart. They really say a lot with not that much on the surface, but Norman Fell makes him work. He's the one I'm leaning to, really.
Okay.
It's kind of a philosophical debate, really.
Yes.
I mean, do you go with like the natural eyebrow ability, or do you go with, you know, maybe what the eyebrow actually did in the episode? Or do you go with an eyebrow that wasn't even in the episode? You know, either way, we're going to get heat for this one.
I'm undecided. Like I'm not firmly on the Tom Snyder side, but I think this might be a good time to go to the random number generator.
I'm willing to do that. I think we need to. When you have a tough decision like this, there's only one fair way to do it, even at sea.
That's right.
Thank you,
Captain Stubing.
Yes.
Letting us know.
Well, there you go. If the captain gives us permission.
Yeah. So.
Wait a minute. Now, we're in international waters? Are the numbers the same out here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
We're going to keep so I'm going to choose. I'm putting in the starting number is 1 as a minimum, and maximum number of 2,332.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. All right, and so evens for if it's even, Tom Snyder.
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense.
Odd, Norman Fell.
Of course, yeah.
And no, not meaning to cast aspersions on him.
No, but that clearly that's the way to go.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, I'm going to hit generate, and I'm actually going to hit it and not look at it and then turn it. So,
Yeah, don't knock over your colored teeny. What is the random number?
I'm not sure it worked.
Oh, you know.
Let me try a different one. Okay, it was 2,332.
Yes, sometimes on a ship, wacky things happen,
Yeah.
folks.
Okay, now.
I'm witnessing the process. Okay, we have a number.
Yeah.
The number is.
Come back next week to find out who won this category and many others, including Best Show, Best Episode, and of course, Outstanding Facial Hair.
Join us next time for another exciting episode of Battle of the Network shows. Learn more, leave feedback, and suggest future episodes at battleofthenetworkshows.com. Follow us on Twitter at BatNetShows, and like our Facebook page, facebook.com/Battle of the Network Shows.